live according to what I see on the phone. And you are eating your 2 o'clock meal like a good little boy. Hello there, Debbie. Welcome to this Saturday/Catterday live stream with me and Maxi. Hope you're doing well. I know, Maxi, are you eating a little slower at the moment, buddy? Hello there, Bruce. How you doing? Tranquil. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Catitude. Hi there, Stella Mom. Thank you all for joining me and Maxi here. Maxi did throw up today, in case anybody was wondering how Max is doing. It's like I said in that one video a week ago or so, sometimes he will throw up. Sometimes he will even throw up through his medicine that he got earlier that night. Possible that he maybe just ate too fast. It was between like 7 and 8 in the morning. So it could have been more so just regurgitation than straight up throwing up. But, it happens. It's just one of those things. But as long as the little boy's got a good appetite, which he does. I do want to appreciate and thank you for those who, wow, 14 months, crazy, Bruce, 14 months. It's hard to believe I've had channel memberships for that long. It's humbling, very humbling when you think about that. What I did want to say very, very briefly, and I will keep this short. Hello there, Alfredo. Hope you're doing. Alfredo, Max threw up this morning. We think he probably regurgitated more than anything, but he's overall he's doing fine. I appreciate that, Bruce. Thank you very, very much. Like I said on the last video that I posted, I do appreciate the kind words for what that video was about. I consider speech to be incredibly important. I consider, and I think all of you do too, and I think most people do as well. Whether you agree or disagree with people's speech, hello there, Lewis. Hope you're doing well. Whether you agree or disagree with what they say, what their viewpoints are, we should be able to, in the United States of America, peacefully make our points without fear of threats. And I will say to all the folks who might be angry at this point in time, hello there, Caleb, do not seek retribution. It is not your job as a fellow human being to seek retribution. That's not your goal. That's not what you're supposed to do. So I just want to make that clear as well. But I'm not going to say anything else on that. That'll be it for now. And we will get back to our regularly scheduled kitty stuff. Now let's see if Maxi here. Can Maxi make this jump, or is he going to go down there? So he is able to jump off like all the way. Some of you could probably hear Yoda right now. He is at that door, guaranteed. And I will let Max out here in a few minutes. Let's take a look. Yep, he ate all his food like a good little boy. Just get some of this stuff off of the table. There we go. Okay. All right, Maxi. Are you ready? Are you ready for your lunatic? Yoda. You're free, Maxi. Bye, buddy. Now, Yoda, what do you want? Oh, we need to let Tang out. Hello, orange cat. Yes, Alfredo, Yoda is definitely always there, no matter what. He always wants his toy, Alfredo, which I'll get in a moment. I'll just kind of see what he does. Tranquil, that is so true. Kitties definitely do not like closed doors. And for the most part, we do have a pretty open door policy here, like literally and figuratively speaking. But yeah, Yoda in particular, he's like, "You closing this door on me, human?" I don't think so. It looks like there's about 30, 20, it just kind of goes back and forth. Cody, buy chickens. No one can be unhappy watching chickens and they eat bugs and poop breakfast. Alrighty. Does that mean you have chickens, Cody? Just curious. Hello there, Natalie. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, as they say on The Truman Show. All right, buddy. How many chickens you got, Cody? I want to say I just eat chickens. I wouldn't want them as a pet. All right, Yoda. Maxi? Hello there, Roz. How you doing? Roz, I was saying earlier, the Maximus, he did throw up today. It happens. And he's doing okay, though, overall. Cody, you got 46. Wow. Wow, 45 hens and then one rooster to rule them all, huh? That is a lot. Lewis, your mom had chickens in Italy. Okay. A lot of chickens, Lewis? A few chickens? Hi, Rosemary. Hope you're doing well. Thank you all, those who have made a comment on the community post that I made with Rosemary's Dusty, Shadow, and Nikiyama. I'm probably going to mess that name up, but thank you all for those kind words. I do appreciate and I figured the community would have many kind comments, those in the community and those who just saw the post that may not be part of this community. I do appreciate that for Rosemary. Very kind of everybody. And I didn't expect anything besides that. Hello there, Salush RZ. How you doing? Well, Cody, where I live, we can't have chickens. I mean, technically, but we do live in an HOA and they don't allow the little chickadee boos. Hello there, Maya. We don't really have a tick issue here. Now, of course, there are ticks. We kind of do live in the, not woods, but in the farmy area. So I'm sure we do have ticks, no doubt. But we don't really have much of a tick issue here. Tine? What's going on, Tine in life? Are you contemplating, Tiny? Are you wondering? Are you looking at the smiling face? Is it laughing at your belly? Rosemary, sometimes not so good, but you keep on keeping on. Hello there, Cindy. Appreciate you popping in here. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, Tiny here is like, I cannot be bothered. Do not bother me. I have bigger things to worry about, like being attacked by my brother. Tang over here. Appreciate the gifted membership there. Roz, thank you. Looks like it went to Ruth Elias. I'm not familiar with that person, but hopefully they will enjoy that time. Ethan K, hello. Roz again. Sometimes I don't understand YouTube. You just said hi, Cindy X. YouTube, why YouTube? Why? All right. Not going much there, Tyne. You are not doing much. Ethan, you have a tuxedo named Jerry. Well, this is Tiny, Ethan. Yoda is down there. We do have another tuxedo on the bed at the moment, Mr. Maximus. We have the orange cat is Tang. And that's a few of these kitties. We'll go over to Maximus here for a moment. Probably got some cats outside or some cats under the bed. Yoda, come here. Yoda. Yoda. No, you're busy. Hi, Tang. Hi, Orange. Hi, Orange Menace. I will say, for those who want to look at Tang's butt, who want to know a little bit more about Tang here over the last week with his carpet issues. He actually had a good week this last week. I don't think he got to any carpet during this week, which is nice. And hopefully it'll stay like that. Because it might take a good little while to get this house sold. We are about almost a month in now. We've been on the market for about 24 days, I want to say. And just still one showing. We probably will wind up dropping the price of this house one more time. And then we're just probably going to stay put at that number. Kind of dig our heels in, I guess, a bit. Lewis, can I put booties on Tang? You know, it's possible, but I feel like you put booties on a cat, they're just inevitably just going to take them right back off. There's also, I know I've had people like ask or say like, can you put those like little nail clips on the cat's nails? Oops, let me get my nail a little bit better. And I guess it's possible, but my concern about that, I don't want to turn that into a vet visit. Him somehow get that nail off and him just like chew or swallow that nail. We're trying to limit our vet bills and not increase them. Ain't that right, Time? He said, yes, it is. That's so true. Bruce, you've seen Max was walking better. Yeah, Max is a lot more stable. Sadly, he probably will always have his neuropathy, Bruce. It's too late, more than likely, for that to be reversed. It's just one of those things where it's just going to be what it is. Hello there, Kevin. Hope you're doing well tonight, or today, this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Let's do a little bit of rubbing here, Tangy. You need to rub my belly. You need to rub my belly. Yes, I need to bite your finger, but you need to rub my belly. I don't understand how anybody can look at a kitty like this, or any cat, and not like kitties. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. Hello there, Jesse M. Jesus does love you. I completely agree. I hope you are doing well. Beetle Ladybug, hello. A high five to Tang. High five, Tang. Oh, hello there, Ruth. I hope you're doing well, Ruth. I hope you appreciate those emojis and being a channel member. Very kind of Roz to be able to get that gifted membership to you, Ruth. Hello there, Rosie Life. How are you doing? Those who might be new here, this is Tang. This is Max. My name is Adam. This is the Giving Paws. We donate all of our channel money each month, at the end of each month, to charity, different cat rescues. We have around 30 around the world, and we normally get to 4 or 5, and we normally donate about 50 to 100 to each. So if that is something you are interested in, join, just subscribe to the channel, like, share, watch. I don't say this very often. Become a channel member if you feel like you want to or can. Yeah. If you have any kitty questions, feel free to ask. If you have any life questions, feel free to ask. Rosemary, that is very awesome. You're going to adopt again because your home is too empty. I definitely understand, Rosemary. What do you think what are you going for, Rosemary? I mean, I always say adopt senior cats, right? So that would be my push, but whichever old, young you bring in, I'm sure they will have a very loving and caring home. Those of you who may not know about Tang or about these kitties, he was a foster fill. Him and his sister, we were fostering, my wife and I, a group of 5 kittens, and we wound up foster filling him and his sister, Tiny. Tiny is the tuxedo in the bin over there. Yoda on the side of the bin over there. He was also a foster fill as well. Hello there, cockatrice. How you doing? Rosemary, that can definitely happen. I do remember when we were working or helping some of our groups. We never were part of the adopting part of it, but there definitely can be some discrimination as we get older, unfortunately, in many aspects of this life. This is Zelda. She is the miracle kitty to me because she is 20. She has diabetes. She's had diabetes for going on 10 plus years. And the reason I say a bit of a miracle is most diabetic cats, they only survive 3 to 4 years, usually after they get their diagnosis. She does have other medical issues going on as well. But in a few months, knock on some wood over there, she will make it to the age of 21. Beetle Ladybug, I appreciate that. Welcome to this community. I always consider this to be the most giving cat community on YouTube. I Am Raven is probably the best cat community on YouTube, but I'm going to put this as the most giving cat community on YouTube. Let's see. Does any kids have color preferences in toy? Cindy, I'm not aware with these kids, these 9 kids. Oh, Cindy, no, not to my knowledge, no. Oops, somebody got deleted. El Gato? Yeah, that's just El Gato. That's fine. Or maybe that was a different message. I don't know. Maya, pink or blue toys? Oh, hello, not Rosemary, Zelda. I do have a little bit of information about Rosemary when we get to her. Nothing bad. She's good. She's in the land of the living. Uh, 20. Yeah. So yeah, that particular message there, Hooner Hunter. If you're still in here, yeah, that's obviously. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah. It's that kind of nonsense where I have no problem timing folks out or having people time out. So it's like, Aaron, why do you hate cats, Aaron? I mean, if you're still here, feel free to answer, but you probably already left. Well, you never know, Tranquil, you never know why or when people come in and kind of act a fool, but such is life sometimes. Such is life. Normally I don't mind people saying things, but if they're talking, vile to cats, that is where a line is drawn. I try to have conversations when I can, but sometimes it's just pointless, and sometimes it's not. You're right there, Maxi. He says yes. Cindy, your 30-year-old Sammy would only play with Powder Blue. Maybe he was a Duke fan, Cindy, or UNC if it's local. Francis only plays with red balls. If I say local, NC State. Hello there, little artist. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Glorious. Shelters still don't allow people to adopt black cats around Halloween. Yes, that is, to my knowledge, Glorious, that is true. I have read and seen the same things locally, and I still think that for the most part, there are a lot of shelters, cat rescues, things like that kind of tone down or keep black cats away from being adopted in that time frame. Unfortunately, still. Hello there, Side. Meow meow to you as well. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to go outside for a little bit. There are 3 other cats out there that we need to go check on. We're going to say goodbye for now to Miss Zelda, to Miss Sari, to Mr. Maximus, and to Mr. Yoda. Cindy, I appreciate sending those 10 gifted memberships out to the community. Let's see, Emma Swan, I think she had one before. Sue S, I know she'll appreciate that. Jinxed Feline, I know they'll appreciate it. Black Cat will appreciate it. It's nice when you know some people. LV Rose, I'm not sure who that is. I don't know the rest of them. Elizabeth Sutton, I'm familiar with them as well. And I think that's it. Hello there, Sandra Ledford. Lewis, are you asking why shelters don't usually, some don't let people adopt black cats in Halloween time frame? If you are, let us know in chat. I don't think Sue is here, though, at the moment, currently.
You disturb the beasts.
All right, kitties, what's going on out here? So, Lewis, unfortunately, the reason that a lot of shelters limit or don't have exposure to black cats during the Halloween time frame is there are many sick and evil people out there that use them for sacrifices, for their evil acts, to torture them. I mean, it's not a pretty subject, but that is the reason as to why. Black cats obviously have a very bad history when it comes to rituals like Catitude is saying here and stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but it is, it's the reality of the situation. Cats throughout history have had some very tough times out there. In Egypt, obviously, they had a very good thing going because they were seen as kind of gods and they were kind of worshipped, right? But you go through the Middle Age time frames, there are many horrific things done to cats because Unfortunately, like the churches and things like that thought they were part of the witches. They were like their familiars and things like that. Unfortunately, people are stupid. I hate to say, way too much. Hello there, Sizzle. Remember, if you're not a part of the problem, you're part of the. If you're not part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. Now, are you talking about cats there, Sizzle, or are you talking about something else? Let me know in chat. Hello there, Princess. Is it Joe? I'm not good with names, Princess, so I'm just gonna call you Princess J, because I don't want to butcher that name. If somebody can do a phonics lesson for me there on that, I will be able to do it. But yes, cats definitely love boxes, though. Even though ironically we have multiple cats out here and nobody is in a box at the moment. Hello, Kit. This is Kit for people that are new. She is another adult foster fail, or the only adult foster fail, I should say. She was abused when she was a younger kitty, so it took a while for her to kind of know that all humans are not out to get her, and that there are good people out there for these feline friends that we have. Alfredo, you think we'd be over that, but we're not, because obviously there's still things that go on to this very day. All right, a lot of message being held for review. What's being held for review now? Yeah, Kit loves her daddy. I don't understand. I mean, unless YouTube thinks that's like some kind of weird human cat thing or something. I just don't get YouTube sometimes. It makes me laugh from time to time. Thankfully, Yoda's not out here because he wouldn't like his pink hammock, because he's a pink kitty cat. He likes his pink colors. And Pandora is touching his pink hammock, but that's okay. Connie, how you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Just wanted to say hello. I can't stay because you're visiting friends. I hope you have a good visit there with the friends up there, Connie, and we will see you next time. Bruce, YouTube uses AI. Bruce, I think YouTube is mostly AI anyways. I think for like for every like one actual human being, there's about 50 robots, to be honest.
You in the corner orange.
Carl, Rosemary, we've never had like any full like straight up black kitties. I mean, obviously we got tuxes, so they're kind of like partially black, partially white, but not straight up fully black though.
Foster.
Little artist, who are all the cats with us besides Kit? So obviously Kit, right? Pandora, those two that you just mentioned. Orange in the corner over there. The ladies don't like him. So, he's kind of stuck in a corner. He says, you have to stay there. And the baby over here. And that is it. Hello there, I Love Cats 3. How you doing today? Kitty King, hello. How you doing today on this Saturday? Hopefully the weather is not too bad for everybody else. It's a little muggy out here, I would say. Why are you out here still? See, my wife is out here on the other side of the patio, so it's like, she doesn't ever want to be on film, but then I'm going to move the camera around, so she's going to obviously have the potential of being on film.
I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Ain't that right, baby? This is the baby. Her official name is Almond, technically, but her kind of like her basic name is or the name that we normally always call her is Baby. or mouse, or moose, or whiny, or nutty. Rosemary, did we rename the cats after getting them after adopting them? I don't think so. Kit is still Kit. Tang and Tiny are still Tang and Tiny. Yoda. No, Yoda's name was Reineke something. He was off of like one of those not Teletubbies, but some like kid show, maybe in the U.S. or something, or maybe in the U.K. I don't know. But there's some kid show that he was on, or not. He wasn't on a kid show that he was named after. Everybody else, I don't think we changed anybody's name. I'm not sure though. Lewis, very kind, thank you. Foster. So I don't think anybody else though. It was still Max, or just Maximus. Isle of Cats. I'm assuming you're talking about this one purring. That's she's a girl. The baby's a girl. Alfredo, it's common for dogs to be renamed, is it? Kit. Oh, Kit. We could call Kit Bitey. Or not really. I don't know. Sure. Hello there, RS. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. The last, I think some of you, or most of you, a few of you know that we might have had, and I guess still maybe in the future, we might be bringing in a 10th, and some of you say an 11th cat, but we contacted those folks, I want to say last week, and to our knowledge, they still have the 2 of them, and now they're maybe about 10 days or so from being neutered. So hopefully, they get neutered, they maybe calm down a little bit, and they keep both of those little kitties. Bruce, Nene Papers. She says she's an American sports here. Oh, okay, but her papers, her adoption papers, American sport hair. Never heard of that. But behind her ears, there's orange fur with black and white. So you think she's a calico? Is she nutty, Bruce? Yes, Kitty King. But the baby is for sure a calico. Absolutely, she's a nutcase. 1 second, and then she'll want to love you the next second. Classic calico tendencies. Roz, next month, May comes to live with you. Awesome, Roz. I thought that was in November, though, not October. I'm sure you're looking forward to that, and I'm sure Luna is looking forward to that as well. Let's see, Tyne, who's coming in. There's a slight earthquake feeling, so she's here now. Happy birthday to Yoda. Hello there, Nash Potato. How you doing out there? How's the UK weather? Oh, Yoda's coming out now. The king, who, I guess he heard me. He goes to the pink hammock, so now he's going into the gray hammock instead. Yoda, you sure that's the hammock you want to be in? Huh? Is it? Probably hang out here for a few more minutes, and then I'm a little melty-ish, so I'll probably go inside, hang out with... We still got to get to Rosemary here in a little bit. Like I said, Rosemary overall, she's doing... I don't know, she's being like Rosemary. She's doing okay. Hi, Yoda. Roz, originally it was in November, then the transport company had a switch, so now it's going to be in the end of October. Okay, awesome. And then Mochi, yep, going to Sue. Lewis, do you know when that's supposed to happen since Sue's not in here? I thought it was like around the same time, like September or October, November, um, time frame as well. Yeah, Fredo, with Yoda, if you whisper his name 3 times in the mirror, he'll show up. You know, I don't know. Some of you remember old like going to school days where you'd say certain things, and then like some person, Bloody Mary or something, I think, would show up. At least that was in my like middle school or junior high.
Your school is messed up.
Kit. Hi. Oh, hello, kitters. I know you like biting people. Tine, come here. In case any of you were wondering, sometimes these cats get a little stubborn in these boxes when they got to go back in. So yes, sometimes we do just flip them. We just put them up. It's a little hard with Tiny though. She's got some extra girth to her, which he's all love. Isn't that right, Tine? There's a lot of me to love, you say. More of me to love. Yeah, some of you remember Bloody Mary, Candyman. Little artist, you're thinking about making a dragon puppet. Huh. Big dragon puppet, little dragon puppet. I'm assuming with the name you are under artistic endeavors. Stella, a few weeks ago your kitty bit you. Out of the blue? Or were you doing something to aggravate? My pretty good live today, not moving as quickly, but the numbers are there. Yeah, live, you never know with live streams. It goes up and down. I mean, it's just, I've done this enough times where I realize, you're thankful for, and you engage with people that are here, and if others show up, great, and if they don't, then that's okay. And if hopefully maybe new people show up and they start to, become active in the community, that is the best thing. But that's life. Hi, Chunks. Hey, Chunkalunk. Now, I will say about Tiny, cats have scruffs, right? The back of their necks. She doesn't really, I mean, she's got like a little bit of a scruff, but she doesn't have much of a scruff. She's like, leave me alone. Okay, Tiny. I know, you're a sensitive one. No, literally, I mean, I'm not gonna like dump her right now, but she's stubborn. She's like, nope, I'm staying where I am. Bruce, you feel bad about missing Tuesday's live, but the next day you watched it. Sorry, Tiny. Bruce, never feel, and anybody else, don't ever feel bad about missing a live. Life is much more important than YouTube. I think sometimes we, not saying any of you, but we tend to forget that. Sometimes it's good to stay off of social media. It can be detrimental to one's health from time to time, I will say. So, Fredo, children are born with a loaf of bread under their arms and cats with a box. Yeah, they come with a box when they get popped out. They got a little box that grows with them as they grow. baby? Are you contemplating life?
It's a hard life.
Little artist, when is the next live? You'll try to join if you're caught up in your homework. Little artist, my lives almost always, not always, but most of the time are Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then Saturdays at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I love cats. Sometimes it's good not to have a thought in your brain. I think probably way too much. Overthink things for sure. Probably way too much. I got my wife just staring at me, shaking her head in agreement. But it's, sometimes the simple things are the better things. Ain't that right, baby? Do you agree? Now, I mean, come on, YouTube. So, Kitty King, you're saying, yep, we are now here, have 9 stepchildren. I don't understand you, YouTube. I don't understand you at all.
Stop trying to.
You, make no sense. You let, vile and vulgar stuff. You're like, hey, that's all good. Women parading around and nothing. It's all good. People, getting violent. That's all good. But certain words, nope, we gotta flag that. It's like we can't have this. Can't have this. Hello there, Tigress. How you doing, Tigress? How is Tigress, I'm terrible with names. Nala? I think Nala, I can't remember the other ones. I always try to remember the names of the felines and what's going on with them. Alfredo, YouTube is weird beginning with... Well, yeah, I agree with you, Alfredo. I think if you're going to do a gift membership, you should be able to, choose who you want to get that membership to, if you have somebody in particular. Now, unfortunately for me, I am the front porch gardener. Hello. You're a dig person. I'm assuming dog person, right? But seriously considered getting a cat. How should I go about finding a suitable cat? Well, what do you mean by suitable? I don't want one that's too bitey or kiddish. Should I get a kitten? The front porch gardener. It's never a bad thing to get a kitten. They are definitely... The good thing about kittens, you can, in a small way, kind of manage what kind of cat they might be in the future. You can kind of somewhat play a role in that, somewhat. Do you have any animals right now, I guess, is my first question, because that kind of is going to guide the conversation somewhat. Tigress, you're good. The kittens are good for Nala. There are Nala. No, wait, I'm sorry, Tigress. I'm good, and the kittens are good. They are Nala. Vicious. Okay, Vicious is a cat's name. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment here. I have a lot of them on these lives. Harley, Cleo, Dash, and Amber. I will try to remember some of those named Tigress, but it's difficult for me. Front porch gardener. You don't have... Okay, so you don't have any animals right now. Okay, You don't want one that's too bitey or skittish. Do you want a cat that's more playful and energetic? If you want that route, something that you can, be active with, then a younger cat, kitten, a young cat, a teen cat is the way to go. If you want a cat that's more laid back and maybe chilled, you just want like a lap cat kind of thing, then an older senior cat would be the way to go. Do you have any other questions? Because there's a ton of different questions that can be asked. Catitude, do you all have brand accounts? You can't get a gifted membership on YouTube because it is branded. Cindy, another 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate that, Cindy. That is very kind and generous again. Thank you so much. Let's see, Lloyd Harris. I think he had one before. Never heard from him. This Bugs Jumps, heard of and know them. Anthony Jackson, never heard of. Aries World, I think I know them, but I'm not so sure. River, Dashing Zombie, or Dashing Womble? Dashing Womble? I don't know. I don't understand some of these names, but anyways, I appreciate that, Cindy. Very, very kind, as always. Yeah, at the front porch, I mean, feel free to ask any questions. I mean, myself, we live with 9 cats. I mean, I've been around cats for decades. Most of the folks that are on here, they also have been around cats and have plenty of cats as well. So there are plenty of, like if I don't know something, Lewis might. If he doesn't, John, or not John, not Nine Furballs, Bruce will. If I don't, Catitude will. If she doesn't, then Alfredo might. If he doesn't, then Tranquil will, and so forth. What? Did you come to apologize for your rudeness, Tine Tine? Anyways, we're gonna leave this group of kitties here, and we're gonna go check on Rosie, see how she's doing. So we're gonna say goodbye to Tine Tine. We'll say goodbye to Pandora here. We'll say goodbye to Yoda, to Kit, and to the baby with her pink eye. Pandora, you gonna sniff? You wanna lick the phone? All right. Oh, back up.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a spot now.
Bruce, I appreciate their thank you. Bruce, Laser Kitty. I don't know who Laser Kitty is. Bowser, I am amazing. No, I'm just a person who trying to do the best I can. But I appreciate the comment though. Little artist. Any problems with these cats? Yes. Zelda has diabetes. Little artist. Max has diabetes. Rosemary has hyperthyroidism. So yes, there are some health issues for sure with these cats. Hello there, Laser Kitty. I remember you when we were in that what was it? That thing, that boot camp thing. Yeah, we went to that boot camp thing. Hope you're doing well. Laser Kitty, you have hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. Are you on any kind of medication there, Laser Kitty, for that? So this is Rosemary, for those who are new. So Laser Kitty, yes, you take levothyroxine. Is it like a pill, Laser Kitty? Because Rosemary here, with her thyroid disease, she takes this. And for the most part, she's pretty good with this. But Rosemary's been doing fairly well over these last few days or so since we were live on Tuesday. She's, she's a little up and down. Her poop is a little up and down. But she's finally eating the same type of food regularly again, which is very important. Hey, Rosie. Now she's deaf, so she can't hear me. Hey, honey bunny. I know, it's like I'm tired. She was rescued from an animal hospital. She was in an animal hospital that I was working at one point in time a few years back. So we decided to adopt her. Hello there, Cameron the Dingo. Hope you're doing well. Catitude, yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could take a lot of cat naps as well. I will say with Rosemary though, since we're getting into the winter-ish kind of months, right? So the sun is coming down quicker and it's getting dark sooner. Um, she is starting to sleep more. This is what she does every year. Yoda, I hear you. This is what she does every like fall into winter. She just starts to sleep like more and more. Um, so this is normal for her. Let me say one more time. I don't like to say this too often. I hate being like a salesperson, but if you are new here and if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you are new here, this is Rosemary, one of 9 kitty cats. My name is Adam, the Giving Paws. My wife is saying, did she eat her 2 o'clock? And that would be no. She ate a little piece, it looks like there. There's a little, tiny little hole there. But no, she did not. Roz, you have to go. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, Roz. As always, it's nice seeing you, and I will see you tomorrow on Shelly's Live. Hi, goodbye. Hi, goodbye, Cat for 20. Let me finish up what I was saying. Those who are new, one of the, I think, unique things about this channel, and one of the things that I feel kind of sets it apart, is I'm just not just some random cat channel just making cat videos. We do have, as a community, kind of like a goal and a mission each month. And that is we donate all of our revenue to charity at the end of every month. We normally are able to donate to 4 to 6 different cat rescue groups across the world. We have about 30 as of now. I'm always looking for new ones. Roz, I will definitely check yours out, and I do have a couple of new ones that people have found. So if you want to be part of something that is just more than just looking at cute cats or just watching cats, be cats, and you want to be part of something that's kind of bigger than yourself or bigger than myself and truly makes a real difference out there in the world, then, subscribe to this channel if you can, watch, share, let others know about it. And if you financially are able to donate to become a channel member, that's also very helpful as well. So I only say this so often. Like I said, I'm not good at kind of like selling myself. It's not one of my strengths. And sometimes I kind of mumble or bumble or kind of rant or rave through these live streams. And I appreciate those who sometimes endure through my ramblings. It's always appreciative. Alfredo, as soon as you get some money, you'll go donate. Oh, no worries, Alfredo. It's if and when you can. It's if people financially can. I don't want anybody to like take money out of their own kids' mouths or gas or anything like that. It's only when and if you are able to. What are some of the ways to bond with cats? Little artist is asking. Being there. Playing with them, little artist, I think is a good way to bond with a cat. I think cats, or at least these kitty cats, are very food motivated. So if you give them treats, they will always love you. Petting them, as long as you're petting them the correct way. Some cats like their cheeks being rubbed because they have there's like chemicals, pheromones that's in their cheeks that rubbing will kind of like set off that pheromone, and they'll kind of connect that to a good feeling or kind of like a good vibe, if you will. Some cats like their heads being petted. Some cats like their butts being petted. Some hate it. Each cat is so totally different. I know. I'm gonna start to just pin messages now. I had my message up long enough. I'm gonna start doing that. So, like Bruce is saying here, show them affection for sure. Just be there. The thing about cats, and probably about dogs as well. I think animals in general, especially cats and dogs, they can sense if you are a good person or not. So to me, if like these cats or dogs, they're like they hide from people, or they like cower from people, or they're like fearful, then I would always hesitate on trying to know that person more, because I think animals, unlike humans, they have just this sense, and I think kids do as well. I think when you're young, you have this sense that, unfortunately, as you get older, you tend to lose. I don't know. There's just a certain innocence with it. But yeah, I just think they know. They are characters of Catitude. Let me put that message on there. They're just there's something that they know. Like if your dog doesn't trust people, then, or trust a particular person, then be leery of that individual. I don't want to get I will, because I my mind just kind of wanders from topic to topic a little bit. I just try to connect stuff. Unfortunately, there is a horrible connection between those who abuse these poor souls, these poor precious babies, to those who eventually go to do harm to humans. So I wish that sometimes those connections are caught sooner. It's bad enough that these poor animals get tortured or abused, and then it leads to humans being killed. And I know YouTube doesn't like the word killed, or a lot of people say you can't use the word killed, but I'm my own individual person. I think for myself. I don't like necessarily go along with what other people say. You can't say these words. It's like, I'm going to say these words. Kitty King, we can't tolerate animal abuse. 100%. 100%. Catitude, you have a t-shirt that says, if my cat doesn't like you, I probably won't either. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of t-shirts, Catitude, and anybody else who might be interested, I have for the longest time, I've been able to like set up, what is it called? Merchandise, right? I've been hesitant of doing it, and I probably still will be hesitant on doing it, but eventually I might get a few things out there. I don't know, getting some of these cats mugs on merchandise, or maybe like sayings like adopt a senior or stuff like that. I'm just thinking out loud at the moment. Hello there, Maria. I hope you're doing well. Caleb, can we have 67? I have no idea what that means. So, yeah, I don't know what that means. Alf writes, can you self-promote, but I will include you as well? What is your channel about, Alf writes? Nine Furballs, you got a sign. You got a sign that says the house protected by attack cats. Nice. RS, have yourself a wonderful night. I appreciate seeing you here. Alf writes, yeah, I don't mind you. Go ahead. Go ahead. If that's what you want to do, I'm fine with that. Because you did ask. So you actually, that meant you read like the guidelines I have for this channel when you made your comment. So go ahead. I'm fine with that. Let's see, what do we have? We're almost at an hour. And I'm gonna go probably just a few more minutes past an hour. Bruce, you want a Pandora coffee mug? Bruce, would you want a picture of Pandora and it says like eat pancakes or something? That'd be pretty funny. Uh-oh, Tiny has taken over the pink hammock. I'm glad Yoda is up here howling at the door for his toy, because Yoda would have a problem. A big problem. Maria, yep, you're Brazilian. Don't understand English, and unfortunately, I don't understand Brazilian. No, that's not an language. Brazil, or is that would just be Spanish, right? I'm sorry, people. I'm Brazilian. I'm a special person. I know, honey. Like, leave me alone. Portuguese. Okay, thank you, Lewis. Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe Spanish because I don't know out there in Southern America, South America. All right, well, I'm going to start to wrap up. Hello there, Ellen Stein. Casino Circus. Okay. I'm going to start to wrap this up. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes. I've been trying to, like, give you all time to say your goodbyes instead of just hitting X and ending it abruptly. So I'm going to start to kind of wrap up here. As y'all start saying your goodbyes, of course, what do we always say at the end of this live stream? Adopt a senior cat. No, adopt, don't shop. Number one. Number two, if you are thinking of adopting a senior kitty, or if you are thinking of adopt a senior kitty. And number three is always, always advocate. Advocate for your felines at the vet office. Advocate for your felines in your home. Advocates for felines you see on the street. Advocates for maybe videos that you're seeing on YouTube that probably shouldn't be on YouTube. Report those channels of that abuse and stuff like that. So, but always advocating. Lastly, just very, very briefly, always remember that our speech is important. Talking to one another as human beings is important. And we should always be able to peacefully communicate with one another. And beyond that, I think that's pretty much all I got for you today. I appreciate all of the love. I appreciate all of the channel memberships, donations. Much, very, very kind. We will obviously, as always, donate that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, donate that in a few weeks. And hopefully we will continue to save and help as many cats as we can. So yeah, I'm gonna go for now. I wish you all the best for the rest of your day or night. God bless and take care. And we will see you. I'll see some of you on tomorrow's live with Shelly for sure. For sure. She's got a long one tomorrow, so I'll definitely be hanging out from time to time there tomorrow. So, all right. Goodbye, all.